Alright, so I'm Sovereign Sage, and we ran out of time, and it kind of sucks about when this happens to me is some of these quests go on for so long that when I decide to do them, I barely, like, the ending gets cut. It'll be like an ending of like 5 or 10 minutes, and because the first half goes on for so long, it gets cut, unfortunately. But since this is a series I'm doing, it doesn't really matter if it gets cut, because we can keep doing other things.
You're wrong.
Okay.
In my opinion, all you need to be deserving of the throne is conviction and the necessary strength to act on it. We may have different ideas of what it means to be a family, but you can hardly be said to lack conviction. What you truly lack is strength. For someone of your talent, though, that's something that will come with time. Even without that strength, you still chose to face me in a duel, even though the odds were stacked against you. That capacity to honor your convictions is what I truly see in you.
Father.
No one knows what the future holds, what tragedy or triumph may be in store. Being at the head of this organization requires the strength of will to face whatever comes. Caution will only hold you back. If reaching a certain standard were required to go after what you want, I would never have succeeded in killing my predecessor. Back then, there was still a considerable gap between our abilities. Strength may decide the ultimate victor, but those who let a lack of strength dictate their decisions or undermine their convictions will never be worthy of the throne.
I understand, Father. Thank you.
Children must grow up to surpass their parents. Only then can a family continue to flourish. The road ahead is not an easy one. So I'll ask you one last time. Are you certain you want to stay?
You've done so much for me, Father, and that kindness must be repaid. Plus, with Project Stuja at hand, there are many dangers ahead, and I, for one, don't intend to back down. Protecting my family at all costs. That's my conviction.
I like how his voice just changed there, like he was recording on a different mic or something.
Then you're welcome to stay. As for Project Stuja, you need not be too concerned. If those cowardly businessmen and heartless dignitaries try to take us down, I'm prepared to teach them a lesson. Having members who longed for the light was our organization's last weakness. With those members no longer among our ranks, the House of the Hearth is like a spider hiding in the shadows. We need only wait for our prey to come to us. At present, our imperative is to use their plan to our advantage. In doing so, a crimson moon shall rise amid the frigid blizzards of winter. No demonstration of loyalty shall go unrewarded, and no sacrifice shall be in vain. As for the two of you, whether we meet again as friend or foe, I'll remember the camaraderie we shared in this moment. No matter how arduous the journey ahead, I hope we both reach our desired destination.
Yeah, you probably won against me in that fight, but wait till I get my Gnosis back and get my true power back. You won't probably stand a damn chance. No one in this world probably will. One thing that bothers me about that fight is it's like... I think maybe they're saving it for like the end of the game where you get all of the elements, because we're still missing fire and ice right now. Pyro and cryo are the only two elements that Lumine cannot control as of right now. So I think maybe they're trying to wait till the end of the game when she has the ability to control those other elements, because what I'm talking about is we've only ever seen her do it once in the story when I fought Child, where Lumine pulled out Animo and Geo, because he shoved his fucking lightning blade in her face, and she tries blocking it with an Animo orb with both hands, but he starts pushing the blade further in, and then she like draws Geo with her foot on the floor, which shoots spikes at him, and he was unprepared for it, because he thought, well, she can only use one element, because, you know, when we first got introduced in the game, we didn't have a vision. We didn't even know what it was. We only got Anima for the first time when we seen Venti talking to Dvalin, and we didn't know that Venti was the Animo god or Archon at that point. We had no idea. But by staring at him, we got the rings around our wrists, and she was like, huh? And that's how we got the power of Animo. But it was actually from us touching his god statue before we encountered him in the forest, is how we actually got that ability. But it almost activated, it activated when she looked at him. But my point is, I want a scene in this game where, depending on who you chose, Ether or Lumion, I chose Lumion. I want a scene where she uses all elements in battle against her enemy and actually wins. Because it shows that she can use multiple elements. Some people can say, well, that's just freaking cheating, because people in this game only have one element, as where she can have 7 later in the game. Right now we have 5. But it would have been cool to see her use more than one element. Because you only ever seen it that one time, and you never seen it again after that, so it would have been cool to see it again. But like I said, maybe they're saving that. Maybe that's something we can do in the future. But I think what it is they must have to be saving it, but it's not something we're going to be able to do because it's going to happen via cutscene like it did the first time. But it would have been cool to see something like that. Because it just makes us seem weak. That's one thing that annoys me. It's like we're playing as this character who's supposed to be overpowered. We actually have a Gnosis ourselves, but it gets stolen by Asmodee at the beginning of the game. Ruler of the Heavenly Principles. She steals our Gnosis. But that's one thing I'm still curious about, though, because at the very, very beginning of the game, she captures us and our brother, and, like, teleports him away via cubes or whatever. It's not even she teleports him, she just captures him. And she pulls a Gnosis out of us, but they did not pull the one out of our twin. So it makes me think that our brother, or your sister, whoever you chose, still has their Gnosis, but we do not. Because every time we encounter our twin in this game, their colors are glowing white, which is what happens when all the colors blend together. When all elements become one, it turns into like an omni element. So it kind of makes me it kind of makes me wonder why they still have theirs. Like, why did ours get taken and our twins didn't? That's one thing that I've been curious about since the very beginning of the game. It's like, I have over 4,500 and something hours in this game, and that's the one thing that's never been explained. It's like, why did our Gnosis get taken and we lost our angel wings and lost our power, and our sibling didn't? That's what us going around and touching all of the god statues and using that element is supposed to signify. It's us rebuilding our power. But why? You know what I mean? Like, why? Huh. I don't know. It's just something I think about. There was a time challenge near where I just was that I wanted to do, and I was thinking about it, but I think I'll come back and do it later. So let's go do this. Because I don't know, it just makes us seem freaking weak, and I hate it. It's like, we keep losing to everybody in the game, like in main cutscene. Like, if you really think about it, we've been saved throughout this whole game story. We have been saved by another character in the game. Like, we get defeated by Beist in Liyue, and get saved by Shenhe. We also get saved by Shao in Liyue, and then we also get saved by Child again. And then even in Sumeru, we get saved by Skara. It's like, why is it that in main cutscenes where we're losing, we have to be saved by someone else? Like, the only place where we actually fought for ourselves was, like, in Liyue against Child, where we fought for ourselves. But when it comes to, like, main boss enemies, we always have to get saved by somebody else. Even in Sumeru, we get saved. Not only does Skara save us from himself, but then we get saved by Nahida as well in the main story. It's like, what the shit? And even the thing with the Valen, Venti technically helped us with that also. It's like, what the shit? And then Kazuha saves us in Inazuma from A, blocks her sword attack.
Lynette? Fremine? How are you feeling?
Fine.
Much better.
What a relief!
Man, Fremine blocking that strike, though, was the coolest thing.
What about you? Are you feeling alright?
I feel like that's what draws me to Fremine. He looks like he's all shy and weak and bashful, but he's actually strong as fuck. And that's something that's cool. There's no need to worry. I'm right as rain.
I knew you'd come out unscathed. Us, on the other hand, well, we've been bedridden for 2 days. I couldn't even turn over.
Yeah, because I got caught by those spikes, and it does something Because supposedly Arlecchino, I've been always saying her name as Arlecchino, but I've been saying it wrong. It's Arlecchino, whose real name is Parawar. I guess she said she has a curse about flame in her blood or fire in her blood or something. And I think when she released those spikes, when it stuck into their bodies, it released like something into them. Because we got caught by it too, but we were able to break it. I most likely will upload that cutscene isolated by itself for people who want to just see that. Because I usually always do that with this game. But it did something to him.
Oh, and I wanted to ask, is Claire V gone?
Yeah, she passed on.
Linny and the other members have left Poisson and returned to the House of the Hearth. According to him, there haven't been any more sightings of a spirit roaming the house.
We bid her farewell under a blanket of sunlight. Her wish has been fulfilled. I'm gonna just say this.
I see.
I'm glad. Father came to check up on us 2 days ago and told us about what happened with Crucibina and Claire V. Actually, I've met Crucibina before.
Wait, what? You've met the former knave?
But how? Arlecchino met her when she was a child. Like, she grew up in the House of the Hearth with that Claire V. They were both best friends at the age of 10. And then when they turned 16, not only did she kill Claire V, but she also killed that girl's mother. Because Crucibina was Claire V's real mother, her birth mother. But not to show favoritism, Crucibina would still punish Claire V for stuff and didn't really show favoritism. She's like, I don't care if you're my real blood child. You will be punished. Everyone will. And that's why the knave goes by father, because she's like, I hate the term mother. I wanted to change the rules of the house and have it under a different rule. That's why she goes by father instead of mother, because she doesn't want to be like that woman. But that's when she was like 16, so how the hell could Freminet have met her? It seems odd, right? Like, so how old is Freminet then? See how that does not make any sense?
Crucibina died a year after Claire V. It was during the year between their deaths that I joined the House of the Hearth.
How does that make any sense, though? Like, Arlecchino killed Claire V when they were 16 years old. So how old is Freminet? Are you saying he's the same age as her? No, I'm so fucking confused.
Crucibina had an extremely cruel and radical way of doing things. While she was alive, the atmosphere in the house was suffocating.
Don't get me wrong, you could probably say that Freminet was like 3 years old, and she was 16, so yeah, she's still really older than him, but it's just weird to think about that he was around the same time. Well, if you think about that, she was 16, and it was the year after. She would have been 17 at the time, so how old would he have to have been? Like 3? 2? He couldn't have been that old, because he's still a teenager compared to her, so...
When I joined, though, the experiment she valued so much had already come to an end, and all the people involved, dead and injured alike, were gone. Crucibina never talked about the past with us newcomers. A couple of months after I joined, Father killed Crucibina and burned all her files. With that, the names of all the people subjected to her experiments, Claire V included, were lost to the flames, along with the painful memories they represented.
So that's even doubly messed up, because I meant that Freminet knew the truth all along. When they told her, Lynette, to look for the files, he already knew she wasn't going to find them because they were burned, but he didn't say anything about that.
Father took in Lenny and me a couple months after that, but she never mentioned anything about Crucibina or Claire V.
It's so awkward, because she was 16 years old when she killed Claire V and Crucibina. Like, Arlecchino, she was 16 years old. So when she took all these kids in, she was 16. At that point, she would have been 17. So how old were they? Were they like 3 or 5? Because clearly not. Because if you see in their flashback story, Lynette and Linny had to have already been about 5 or 8 years old. They could not have been much younger than her.
It really seems like something she was planning to keep to herself.
Because I think they were like maybe 8 or 7, maybe 9. And if she was 16 or 17, She wasn't that much older, only by like maybe 7 or 8 years. So she's only about 8 years older than them. So that's why I'm saying, in my other video I got frustrated when people kept calling them minors. I'm like, half of these characters actually aren't. Like Linny and Lynette are in their 20s, and Fremine is as well.
The last time you talked to her, did she mention why she kept it a secret for so long?
She said she didn't want us to be affected by the darkness of the past. She was worried we'd develop a false sense of gratitude towards her if we knew about it. The foundation of a family should be free of any corrupting influence. Whatever happened in the past, it has nothing to do with who we are now. And that's what Father told us in the end.
But I still thanked her for everything. It was only after hearing about what Crucibina did that I finally realized how insignificant our lives could have been. The members of the house meant nothing to her. To say that she valued them in any way, even just as a tool, would probably be giving her too much credit. If Father hadn't taken over the House of the Hearth, I probably would have already...
She saved you in the end.
Father rarely brings up the fact that she saved us. She doesn't believe that being indebted to her should be what ties us together. But even if we didn't owe her anything, we would still choose to stay. Because this is our home. We may have arguments or times when we feel wronged. Some people may even choose to leave. But as long as Father's here, we will always have a home.
Whether the path before us is bathed in sunlight or shrouded in shadow, we'll follow Father wherever she chooses to go. So I wanted to say thank you for helping us make it through this crisis. Without your help, we could have lost a lot more along the way.
Oh, we didn't do anything, really.
Just invite us back as guests and we'll call it even.
Of course. You're welcome anytime.
Are Cilio and Toy okay?
I actually saw them at a cafe this morning. They didn't recognize me. From what I could tell, they were drinking coffee and talking about one of the operas that started running recently.
The something maiden, right?
They seemed happy. If I had to take a guess, I would say they finally found the kind of life they always wished for.
Alright. Cool. Feel like I'm losing my mind. It's totally fine. Well, I don't know how to feel about that, you know? Yeah. Okay, don't worry about that. It's Senora's crown. Woo! Man, I'm struggling so hard to get him what he needs. That reminds me. No, I cannot. I'm an idiot. Freaking really? You're right, I don't. Ooh. I don't know what I want to do, because, my damn controller. Like I was saying earlier, I think I said that earlier. What is this? Oh, she becomes a challenge now? This car was once a wanderer to behold, but now lies desolate. The previous battle has been buried like the dying light, but the next duel shall come, as long as the family endures. So this is a challenge where you get to fight her again. Because it's for her ascension materials. Denial and Judgment. An earring that you picked up in the ruins after completing the duel against the knave. The red symbol upon it resembles the image in her eyes. A declaration and a rejection alike. The orphaned lives... The orphaned lives... That's... What? The orphaned lives... This is confusing me. Lives filled with suffering from childhood. Is that a typo, or am I just reading it wrong? It says the orphaned lives, or live lives, filled with suffering and childhood. I feel like that's wrong. I don't know. This she sees and keeps in her heart. As fate casts an examining eye on humanity, so too will humans cast judgment upon fate. The orphan lived lives filled with suffering and childhood. I feel like... I think I know what it means. The orphan lived. It should be the orphan lived lives filled with suffering or something. Like, I feel like that needs to be changed because it doesn't make a whole lot of sense the way it's written. Either that or I'm just reading it wrong. I don't know why they would put the words like that. So the crystal that you picked up in the ruins after completing the duel against the knave, the already cooled blood and fire still remain the shape of a feather. That is framed with solidified, sleek black threads. Before their thoughts have matured, young children are reliant on the meticulous care of their parents, just as fledglings need the aegis of an adult wing. It could be aegis or aegis. I guess. I think it's aegis. When it's spelled like A-I-A-E, I think it's aegis. When it's A-I, it's aegis, or aegis. It's aegis, and then aegis. So, it is to fulfill such wishes that Father will have dangerous spiders stuck into a vast meal of feathers, that she might grant her family some warmth. Okay. And then the other one, that's a candle. A candle that you picked up in the ruins after completing the duel against the knave. Legends passed down claim that when the candle's flame flickers in the hands of sinners, the light may become shadows, making footsteps faint and masking fatal intent, or intel. It should have been intent. You cannot tell what material this is made of, and it weeps no wax after burning, releasing only black ash that's scattered into the wind, drifting towards the distant unknown. So she becomes a domain now. I didn't know that. I need to get back over there because there's like a challenge like right here that I need to go look at. It's gonna take me forever to get over there though. I don't know, it was an interesting story quest. Kind of gives a different insight on her, but the one thing that just annoys me though is the fact that they forced us to lose that fight against her. Like, she uses her ultimate power and traps us in time and stops us. And then she holds back against us. Like, in all right, she could have killed us at that moment. If you want to know what I'm talking about. When it comes to main cutscenes in this game, I usually crop them and upload them separately by themselves for people who just want to see just that scene only. And I usually don't talk during it unless it's too surprising where I do live narration, because a lot of people don't realize that a lot of those clips are actually taken from my live streams, and they're taken from normal videos in which I'm doing commentary. So sometimes when I upload those cutscenes by themselves, sometimes I talk through them because it's in the moment, and other times I don't. That one I stayed quiet for a reason, because I have a friend who really likes that character. He likes Arlecchino. I used to say her name as Arlecchino. I've been saying it wrong, because I didn't know that's how it was said. I've never heard her name in the game before until just now, literally, so. Frickin'.
The wind rises.
So anyway, my point is, where's that challenge? It should have been right around here. There. What was I saying? Oh god, my ADHD just fucks me up so bad when I'm in the middle of talking. Like, my mind faded out because I was looking for this. Jesus Christ. I do this quite a bit in my videos. But like I was saying is, I have a friend who really likes her, and I didn't want to talk during the cutscene and ruin it for him, but I do that sometimes where I blank out on shit. That's why sometimes when I'm doing playthroughs and stuff, and you kind of see me stalling where I'm like, it's because I literally blank out completely and forget what I'm saying, even though I'm in the middle of talking. Like, my mind blanks on what I'm actually saying. It's actually a condition I have. It's not even just my ADHD. It's a neurological issue where I can't understand what's happening, and my mind cannot understand what's happening at times. That's why sometimes when I go to read stuff, I stutter over it, and I kind of seem like I'm struggling. It's because I am. Sometimes as well, I'll forget things completely and entirely, and I literally have to reteach myself how to do stuff sometimes because it gets like erased from my mind. Even if it's something I've seen or done a million times, to me it's as if though I haven't. And it's really bad. So, like I was saying, I didn't want to talk during that cutscene. I am going to keep it, but there's actually a thing on YouTube now where I have to be careful with how many videos I upload. I didn't get in trouble, but they just wanted to make sure that I wasn't spamming on my own channel. It was also to protect me as well, because I had changed some thumbnails for my old Final Fantasy Type 0 videos and some of my Sanka Kabasura Sonata Yukimura Den videos. I edited 3 from Sonata Yukimura Den, and then I had edited, what was it? I think I edited 7 to Final Fantasy Type 0. And I had a total of like 9 videos that I needed to re-edit, mainly going back and redoing the thumbnails because I deleted over 10,000 of my videos recently. You can think I'm kidding, but no. I used to have 14,000 videos. I deleted 10,000 of them, literally. And that included like my old original first playthrough to Type 0. And I only kept cutscenes from that game that I liked. And because those videos were from 2017, I had the game since like 2000, I want to say 14. I had bought it early because it was the first PS4 game I ever owned. I wanted Final Fantasy Type 0 since 2012 when it first came out in Japan on the PSP. So when it got re-released for the PS4 back then, I had graduated from my college courses and I saved my money from my tuitions and everything because I had leftover money from those classes once I completed it, and I bought Type 0. And I used to play on a friend's PS4. And I used to play on hers. And that was like the first game I had. So those videos are from 2017. And I deleted all of them. And I wanted to go back and fix those thumbnails to that video because I didn't like the way they looked. I wanted them to have professional thumbnails with my name through them. So it's also a simulation of my old, like, to symbolize my old original playthrough because that game means a lot to me. Because it's the first game, PS4 game I ever owned. And when I was trying to do that, they gave me a warning. Basically, they took away my level 3 clearance on my channel, which stopped me from making custom thumbnails. Like, I could still upload and post, but they stopped me from making custom thumbnails. And me personally, it's not really about my videos or the likes or views. I actually care more about my thumbnails, actually. I see it as an artistic thing, and as somebody who's an artist and went to college for artistic things, like I went for photography and digital design and stuff like that. And I like creating things. So when I couldn't do that, I felt like it kind of killed what I liked about my channel. I actually care more about the way my thumbnails look. And when they took away that clearance from me, I actually had to send them a picture of my real photo ID, like my real state ID, my real life ID, proving my birth date. And they're probably going to make people start doing this. It said not everybody was going to get that feature. It even told me not every creator will be given this feature. It's like a new thing they're doing now, where they're updating channel, what did they call it? Channel eligibility? It's like a new thing that's being updated that they just put out in their new terms and conditions. So basically, I'm allowed to keep posting what I'm doing and doing what I'm doing. But in order for me to do that, in order to be able to do that, I had to send them a picture of my real ID, which proves my birth date. That's why when I tell people, when you're using a fake birth date on your account, you're going to get in trouble for it, because they will stop you if you edit too many videos or upload too many. It seems like 10 might be the limit. At least it was for me when I went to go edit the 11th videos when they stopped me. That's why I'm saying 10 is the limit on how many videos you can edit in one day, or even upload in one day, I think. Unless maybe by me getting approved. I got approved. So I don't know if that allows me to do more. However, I won't, because I don't want to risk that again. Because it takes like 24 hours to get approved. But mine was approved sooner than that. But it's been stopping me from working on videos lately. And I just want people to know that if I don't post anything for like 7 days or 2 weeks or 3 days, that's why. Not only that, it does give me a chance to chill out, but I'm somebody who works on multiple videos all at once anyway. And it's kind of hard for me to pick one game to work on only, when there's many games I play, and many playthroughs that I'm trying to redo since I deleted over 10,000 videos on my channel, and since my main PS4 corrupted in 2020, November 8th. Like, I'm still trying to restart over on all my games, and I lost the data for over 50 PS4 games, and it has not been easy. Like, it's been hard. It's just been so difficult to get back to where I'm at. So I only ever play the same games, like this, Warriors 33 Ultimate. I'm into Tower of Fantasy now, so there's that. But like, I can't really work on stuff because they, like I said, they stopped me and told me that in order to give me back my level 3 channel clearance, I had to send them a picture of my real ID proving my real birth date. They wanted to make sure that I was old enough to even be on YouTube, and to make sure that I was really the owner of my channel. And I am, and I got cleared, and they gave me back my channel permissions, and they gave me back my eligibility. But they did say that it was a new thing they're implementing to crack down on scammers and spammers, and to crack down on people that are lying about their age. You know, like those little 12-year-olds saying that they're 30 and they're not. Like, I'm really 31 years old. I would never lie about that. And my birth date's everywhere. It's even right there on the screen where it says birth date 4/5. My birth date really is 4/5/93. I would never lie about that. It's a birth date. What am I gonna lie about it for? I don't really care to lie about shit like that. So, I think that's why it was approved so quickly, is because they already knew I'm really open about that. But it's been hard for me to work on stuff due to that limitation. So when it comes to this, I want to upload cutscenes and videos, but I have to count now how many videos I do. I usually have always posted that many a day, though back then, years ago, I actually used to post about 12 to 17 videos to 20 videos all in one day. And the reason why it was that many is because half of the videos were short. They were like 10 minutes, 30 seconds, you know. Most of them were like under a minute, and they were like clips from different games. But those are all gone anyway now, so they don't even mean anything anymore, because they're all gone. But my point is, it's like, I want to be careful on what I work on, which is why my channel has pretty much kind of changed. Like, I know some people don't really like this game or other games, but when my main channel, like the main thing that I was doing got messed up because my console got corrupted, a lot of my playthroughs had to get permanently deleted, which is why I deleted over 10,000 videos, because I lost the data for them when it corrupted, so I couldn't continue the playthroughs anymore. And for me to get caught up back to where I was, it would have took too long. So to prevent that, I just deleted them all. Because there's some games that I'm still stuck on. Like, they're freaking tough to get back to where I was. There's certain boss fights that I'm having a hard time doing, and I can't get back to where I was right away, and it sucks. But it's alright, because most of the games that were lost, they were games that I had already cleared before, but it's hard that I can't get back to where I was. Same thing like in Neo 1, the complete edition. I used to be able to one-shot every boss in like 2 or 3 hits, and now I can't do that anymore. But that game took me 3 years to get to where I was. 3 years every day straight for 3 years. It took me to get to where I was in that game. I had like 980 hours in it. I think I only have 500 and something now, but then again, not necessarily, because your total playtime file, even if you lose the data for it, like your save file, the actual total playtime saves to your PSN account, like your PlayStation Network account. So even if it gets deleted, the playtime is still saved as the actual total time. So even though I had to restart, it's actually saying that I have more hours than that. That's why I have 4,500 and something for this game, because I've been playing it for a long time, and I do play it for long hours on end. And for Warriors Retreat 3 Ultimate, I rebought it back in 2018, and already I have like 11,100 and something hours in it already. Because it's my most played game. When I'm not playing Genshin or Tower or Dynasty Warriors 9 Empires or Samurai Warriors 4 Empires or any of my other games, I'm usually playing Ultimate. So I don't know. I've just been trying to figure out what to do, and I had a friend who told me they really liked Arlecchino, and they were telling me about it. They were like, I really like her, and I thought about it. I mean, I was gonna do her story quest anyway, but I had some other playthroughs for some other games I was gonna do, but like I said, now that I have to be careful with how many things I upload now due to the new rule that's being implemented, and how they gave me back my channel permissions and stuff. Like, I don't want to mess that up by uploading too much. Basically, it was me editing the thumbnails to like 10 videos. That's what triggered it. They said that was too many videos, because I was moving on to the 11th and 12th video. When I got to the 11th videos when they stopped me. So like, due to that limitation, I have to be careful on how many things I edit now. And usually when it comes to these kind of playthroughs, like story quests, they usually have cool cutscenes in between. Then I also want to make those outtakes from the main video. So I have already been recording for about maybe 4 hours straight, so if I take that video of that cutscene and cut it out, that would make it 5. So there's only like another few more videos that I can do. So there's only like 4 more videos that I could do for today. So I just want to be careful with that. This is her weapon, by the way. It would be cool to get it, but I don't really make wishes on weapon banners. I'm trying to get Lenny right now. I think I've put in like 7 or 8 wishes, so when I get to 10, they should give me something else, but it's hard for me to get 5 stars in this game, so it'd be really funny if they gave him to me. I think it would be hilarious, but I'm not counting on it. It took me 3 years to get Kazuha. I'm not even kidding you. I tried to get him for 3 years straight, and I barely got him on the 21st. So I got pretty lucky with that. I can even show you the date. Not there. I can show you the date to prove it. Let's see. I got him on the 21st. 4/21/24. Yeah. Yeah, it took me 3 years to get him.
And I need just the tune to accompany them, if you wish to hear it.
No. So, I mean, I want Lenny too, but I got lucky enough to get Kazuha, so I'm not pushing my luck. I'm kind of at a point, if it's like I get Lenny, I get him. If I don't, I don't.
A fateful offering.
You're a faithful offering. So that's what I'm saying, like, if I get him, I get him. If I don't, it's not a big deal. I wonder if I should try to fight her again, but it wasn't too tough, but I don't know how I feel about it. I knew they were going to drop him. That's why I said you're a faithful offering, because I knew they were going to drop him and he was going to fall to the ground, therefore counting as an offering of a sacrifice of some kind. That's why I said that. I mean, we could try it. I don't know how I feel about it, though. Because it was, like, story scripted. I think she has 2 phases. And I had barely got through it because I'm still working on him and he's weak as shit. Look at this thing. It's an interesting thing. It's funny, I've been here before. How have I never noticed this? I don't know. We can try it one more time. I probably won't go for level 80 though. I'm gonna just tone it down to 70 at least. Let's just do it to 70. I'm not trying to kill myself here. I could probably do it on a higher level, but I'd rather not, you know. So she's when she completes her story quest, she becomes a weekly boss, I'm guessing. Today's Sunday though, so like it's gonna be reset by tomorrow. So the knave will apply bonds of life to characters. After clearing a bond of life, characters in your party will unleash a Scarlet Night Tide the next time one of their charged attacks hits the knave. This attack can interrupt some of the knave's attacks, including Blood Tide Banquet. Some of the knave's attacks will consume her own HP, and when these attacks hit a character, they will restore her own HP and apply a bond of life to the character if the character hit already has a bond of life. The damage dealt by the attack can be or will be increased furthermore. Yeah, I saw that when I was fighting her during the story. That kind of sucks. Yeah, she can fucking heal herself.
The scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince it.
Bro, are there like birds dancing around her over there? What the fuck is that about? I don't know if you saw that. That's kind of weird.
Want to become a wanderer?
No. Is that... Are they supposed to be around her like that? Yeah, they are. That's fucking weird. Yeah, there's one... There's 3 around her, and there's 1 up there behind the pillar. There's 2 over there. And there's 1 over there. What the hell are those? Even during the main fight during the story that I just did, I never noticed those. There's 1 over there, 2 over there, 1 back there, and 3 around her.
Afraid?
No.
Do you not even have the courage to be afraid?
Okay.
Spirit Blade, is it my turn now?
Shouldn't have done that. She's like, I will consume feathers via magic.
Now that's more like it.
I wouldn't say that. Scar and Hazo are the 2 strongest in my team right now. Well, then again, my Chongyin's pretty strong as well, but...
Is it my turn?
My Hazo hits like a truck. My Kazuha
With the
doesn't...
fall of darkness, destruction shall rise.
Are you gonna transform into your 2nd phase, or no?
Have a taste of the purgatory.
I'm gonna just fly over here, you know. Magic. Damn it. I knew one of them got hit with it. It was freaking Hazo. So if you get hit with a bond of life, you can actually get rid of it via healing that said character.
Submit for judgment as one with wind and cloud.
Oh my god, that was the weakest shit ever. Take it.
Not bad. You've proven to be a worthy opponent after all.
I wouldn't say that.
Not bad. You've proven to be a
I
worthy opponent after
shouldn't have done that again. Eesh.
Is it my turn now?
Let me repeat the same line 1,000 times. Feel like I'm losing my mind. Opera. Don't you just love opera music with fucking fire? Oh no. Get. Salt. Out. In. Out. Like how this is a permanent cutscene.
Kindness has been sealed away. My blade is one remains.
Frickin' shit. You know, it's kind of obvious because she's like fire or whatever, but yeah, ice is really effective against her. Oh my god.
Into the wind.
Let's see how strong your resolve truly.
Alright. Oh, he actually. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, that's different. That was not happening. I don't remember that happening during the main story just now. Like, I don't remember that being a thing. Yeah, that's new. This is new. This shit right now is new. That never happened the first time. What the fuck? Get off the ground. If you're thirsty for blood, then hand it over. Yeah!
Your punishment made manifest.
No. Ah. Woo! My weakest character shall finish you. Oh yeah. Whatever the fuck was that about? Woo! Been given a polearm. Fantastic. That was cool. That second phase was new. That's why I wanted to fight her again, because when you did it during the story, it had cut the fight 2 different times for that animation during the quest. And I kind of felt like when they do that, there's more to the boss than meets the eye. When they cut them like that, there's usually because they have more attacks. That's why usually I go and fight them again after the main quest line or story quest or story chapter is completed, just to see how it changes. Yeah, her getting in the air with fucking wings or whatever, shooting orbs of bullshit, that was new. That was actually kind of easy, despite the fact that I was dying. Scarlet died at one point, but that's because I wasn't focusing on him. I was thinking of something else. Yeah, but that was okay. That was pretty alright. Man, I keep thinking, once I get him maxed out, and I replace these other 2 artifacts that are not 5 stars, his flower in his timepiece, I need to turn him into 5 stars. Once I do that, and max out his talents, like, my boy's gonna be hitting like a fucking truck.
Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home.
He's gonna ASMR us the whole fucking time. He doesn't care. I just wanted to see how that changed. It's interesting. Why did they hold off on that? They didn't show her doing that during the story. Are you gonna heal me or not? Farina. Farina, aka Fossilor. It's Farina, but it's I don't know, it's like both. Even the hair on the back is way longer. That's how you know it's Fossilor. It's not Farina, because the hair goes down to like the back of her fucking ankles, as where her hair doesn't, even in the long state. That's the OSHA state, but yeah, pretty much. What do I want to do? I only wanted to show her story thing, but like I said, it happens to me every time I play this freaking game where, like, shit gets cut like that. Like, it'll be like the last 10 to 15 minutes and it gets cut, so I thought I can do something else just to make it a full video. But yeah, like I was saying, due to what happened, I gotta be careful with how many videos I upload and edit now, which is fine. It gives me a chance to take a break from things, and I don't get paid to do this, so I don't even have to. It's just something I like to do. It's fun for me either way. Level fucking 90, let's go. Skara. Not Skara. Kazuha's gonna die. He's not ready for this. What are we doing? I don't know, I have fun with what I do. I don't really do it because I want to be appreciated. I just want people to understand that. I don't do this for appreciation or for likes or views. It's just fun. It's an artistic thing. I like to have fun with what I do. I like to have fun with stuff. It's not about being liked or being accepted. It's just about enjoying the time that I have while I have it. That's what matters to me. Time to go find yourself. Yeah. Meow. Uh-huh. You're a real freak, aren't you? Hold on, my fucking... No, it's not it. Clearly that's not... It's this. Yeah, there it is. How did it fade so fast? I launched him at the same time. Fucking kidding me? With one with the jet. Oh my god. Throw it. Throw it. Throw it. I couldn't switch from him because he was underneath him, and when your character is underneath something that's preventing them from like standing up fully, like it just like, oh, I hate it. I don't have enough healing items. Everything heals way too much. Like, I couldn't switch because the height thing. I'm getting a muscle cramp in my damn foot. Freak. Hold on. Can I not? What's wrong with that? Yeah, that. Yeah, the crystal. Duh. Oh no. I forgot how it worked for a minute. I'm an idiot. That's a bad idea. No, no, no! I like how he walked through that crystal and it did nothing. Ow. You know what, you stupid bastard. Frickin'. it. Give it up. 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 The hell up. Oh yeah. I mean, it's kind of. I mean, I don't know. It's not immortal. He's literally you. You are literally dull. You don't realize how stupid you sound right now.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Oh yeah. Welcome to the nothing that's happening right now.
You shall rise.
You're free. Animation devoid. I mean, kind of. Alright. What do I want?
Insignificant past.
Healing power of nothing. Crit.
A touch of frost.
Freaking prism!
Follow me. Squad. I am the all-knowing God.
Freaking idiot. Uh-huh. Fancy colors, huh? Get off the ground. Come on, Crystal, where are you? Why? Completely fucking misses me when I'm literally in front of him. I like how his song is almost a combination of A's or something like that. I am way too far for you to be doing that shit. Frick. Frick. No shit. Anime sword hold. Almost. There it is. Hold on. This song kind of gets creepish. If you really listen to it, it's actually the voice actor singing it and saying weird shit in the background, and if you isolate it, it's fucking weird. Yeah, like, fuck. Win. Come on. Come on. God, it's always that fucking one on the corner that drives me insane. Ice breaks it as well. Come on. Crystals, hurry. No, come down, Scarlet. You idiot! If I would have been a second later on that, I would have screwed that up completely. That would have been so stupid. Oh dear. Get dropped on. What is this? Oh, not quite. Phenomenal. like how you say burn, yet you throw a bunch of ice shit at me. I mean, I know ice can burn you if it's cold enough, but what the fuck? It's like me saying swim in despair and I throw a bunch of fucking glitter at you. Come on! Yeah, you're not wrong. He's a masochist. He loves to be hurt. Fuck. Gara! You idiot.
Your eyes have been opened.
You're a freak. Get the fuck. What a freak. What a freak. Classified grade A freak. That is a grade A freak right there. No, not even grade A. Fucking S tier rank. What a moron. I only say these things because he is one of my favorite characters. But when he says shit like that, I can't take him seriously. I literally can't. And I never will. It's just funny to me. It's comical when he says shit like that to me. I laugh at it. Like when he tells me to get on the ground and bow before him, I laugh so hard. What a sad little man. Oh my god. He wants to be on top, you know? Don't take that out of fucking context. Don't take that out of context. That's not at all what I meant. Let's see. What can we get with this? No, he really does, though. It's like, I'm above you. You are beneath me. And blah, blah, blah. What do I want to put that at? No. That's maxed. It's also maxed. Guess here. I mean, I don't really know. Ah, jeez. Fucking damn. Need to get more of those for him. We're only 5 levels under. I mean, his defense is almost matching his attack, but I feel like his attack needs to be better. Once I get those artifacts right, and I get him max more, I guarantee you his attack will be over 2,000. It's just gonna take me a while to do it. It takes time, because you only have so much resin in a day. And I've used most of it literally just now. I only have 14. If I wait till 20, I could probably go fight one of the blossoms. And get him some more level material, but I ain't gonna get a whole lot, though. I can fight these. The ley line, Blossom of Revelation. You can complete these to get level up shit for your characters. And it only needs 20 resin to complete it. But if you get condensed resin, you get more. Same thing with the Blossoms of Wealth. They also give you more. I think you only get like 50,000. But if you use a condensed resin on it, it gives you 120,000. Something like that. Over here. Blossom of Wealth. No, it's 60,000 is the base. But it doubles it. So 6 and 6 is 12. So you get 120,000. If you use a condensed resin on it. So I have to wait for my resin to go up a little bit, and then I can try something else. See, if I get this to level 5, I can get another resin thingy.